everybody, and welcome to Jensen Holistic Health. My name is John. I'm doing a series of book reviews on my grandfather, Dr. Bernard Jensen's Hidden Valley Health Ranch. Just introducing some of his books, giving a little bit of a quick review, talking about the property, showing the property behind, and the Hunza terraces here. And it's kind of hard to see the way the sun is and everything, but it's just beautiful all the way up. There's ivy and terraces all the way up, and plants and flowers and herbs. This book, Vibrant Health from Your Kitchen, Dr. Jensen's Food Guide for Family Health and Well-Being. And this book, signed. A lot of the books that I have are signed. I have almost 100 plus books and publications of his. This one, self-published again. A lot of his books were self-published. 1986. And in the beginning, he does a little, like a poem in here about I believe. And then the reason for this book. And he says in here, he's always talking about like quotes from his mother and stuff. She died early on. She died, I think, around in her 30s from tuberculosis and consumption. So he really didn't get to have his mother around for a lot. I think that's maybe why he talked about her a lot. He says, my mother used to say, health isn't everything, but without health, everything else is nothing. She would also say, you can lose your money and you've lost a lot. You can lose your health and you've lost still more. But if you lose your peace of mind, you've lost everything. And of course, whether it was his mother's quote or not, he did talk about her and quoted her quite often. The book has a little biography about him, like all the books in there talk a little bit about Racine and his diet and his deficiencies. And actually, here he's with a nutritionist, Leon Brosnan, and his wife in Australia. He traveled a lot. I had a good friend down in New Zealand, raised pigeons. Actually, in the Iridology 2 book, he actually has the pigeons and pictures of the pigeon's eyes with, actually started doing a chart at the time to see if the iridology chart, the eye chart, would show anything with the pigeon. A lot of his awards in here, lots of black and white pictures, his classes. Him talking in front of groups, large groups of people around the world. And then he goes into like brown rice, millet, corn, what's it good for, whether milk's good for you, goat milk, how to make clabbered milk, yogurt, talks about wheat. I mean, imagine this book was 86 back in, he was talking about wheat and the problem that we have with too much wheat back then, and now with all the gluten-free products we have today, he was way ahead of his time. He talked about the bowel. That was his best-selling book, was Tissue Cleansing Through Bowel Management. And today we study the microbiome and how important that is. It's one of the most important things that we can do is take care of our bowel. This is the lower property down below, and if you can see, this was the color house that he had. It's kind of like a little Japanese pagoda. He would have little color shows in there. Talk about vibrations and color. Lots of pictures about him and his ranch. Him when he was riding horses. Of course, he had horses down below. You can go horseback riding. Lots of acreage. Probably was like 500-600 acres here at one time. I come here as a kid, and there was a playground down below. There was goats. There was swings, slides. You just run around the hills. You can go hiking. They had 3 meals a day in the kitchen. They had goats, horses. Everything was organic, fruits, trees, gardens. And he talks in here about vitamins and minerals. And he always was big on charts. Gets into chlorella a little bit, tissue cleansing, and being in China, the Great Wall of China. So interesting book. It's got a little bit of everything on here. I think it was geared more towards women, cooking, and who had an interest, maybe, I don't know, clinical nutritionists, maybe nurses, that type of thing. So one of his hardcovers. And I hope you can see behind me how beautiful that Hansa terrace is. He really loved the Hansa lands, and he did a lot of his terracing, flowers and vegetables and stuff with that idea in mind here. All right, hope you're enjoying, hope you're doing well, hope you're enjoying my series. You can subscribe to my channel and like my videos. I'm going to be doing a book review on all his books and publications. All right, thank you for watching. Take care.